Hi, it's Caitlin. I've got the Day Glo Collection, which features a whole bunch of neon shimmers and a new top coat. So the note here from Polish for Days says that this collection is a little more limited edition than most of their other polishes. So if you like what you see, probably grab it before it's gone. And this will be launching initially on June 20th through the 24th as a pre-order, but whatever is left will be listed on the Polish for Days website after the fact. I'll include all of those specifics down in the description. And just a note about the polishes. So they all are gorgeous on their own, but I swatched all of these over the Soft Focus Snow Base Coat, which is like a white based visible nail line type blurring base coat, and it just makes these colors pop like I've never seen before. So they're fantastic on their own, but honestly, I think all of these polishes look brightest and best when you use the Soft Focus Snow Base Coat. So let's get into it. As I mentioned in my intro, I'm swatching everything over the Soft Focus Base Coat in Snow. It blurs your visible nail line and it just gives a really good base to neon polishes like these. And first up we have High Voltage, which is described as a neon yellow, packed with glowing orange to yellow shifting iridescent shimmer. And as you can see, even on the first coat, this has a fantastic formula. It goes on really evenly, very smooth, and on the second coat it just becomes even more opaque, and you also see it more yellowy than on the first coat. It kind of looks a little greener in one coat versus two when it really becomes quite yellow. And I am showing this with the crystalline top coat. Actually, I think I kind of messed up and I was still using the cuticulate top coat when I swatched it, but I will show it with crystalline for the other polishes. And this one, as you can see, is so gorgeous and shimmery. The shifts in this one are really nice. It's definitely red, definitely orange. It complements that base color really, really well. And I just love how this looks neon green at extreme angles and yellow at others. It's so bright, and I love really bright nail polishes. So this one is so bright and it's perfect for summer. And here we have the newest crystalline top coat. It's diamond top coat, so this one is 7 free. It's a quick drying top coat, and it also contains holographic flake. So you can just put this on as your top coat with the added bonus of hollow flakes, which is really great because a lot of other toppers you still need to put a quick dry top coat over it, but this is a 2-in-1. And then for anyone who was curious, I did want to show High Voltage on its own without the Soft Focus base coat, just so you could see how it applies and how different it is depending on how you want to wear it. So it still has a fantastic formula even without the base coat. This is just my bare nail in this case. And I mean, at 2 coats you can kind of see my nail line, but that's mostly just because of my bright swatch lights. You might need 3 instead of 2 compared to using the Soft Focus base coat, but it's a fantastic formula even without a base coat. And the one difference, as you will see in a second, I have a comparison between the Soft Focus base versus no base. I think that the shimmer is a little more intense when you don't use the Soft Focus base coat somehow. Maybe you can help me discern. So my index has the Soft Focus, my middle is just the polish on its own with no base. It definitely looks more yellow on my index, and I think the shimmer is stronger without the Soft Focus. I don't know why, but I definitely prefer it with the Soft Focus because I just love how much more yellow and neon the polish looks overall. Next up is Limelight, and this one is a neon green base packed with green to blue shifting iridescent shimmer. So this one, immediately upon application, I was like, oh my goodness, I love this color. It has a fantastic formula. As you can see, it goes on very smoothly, and that shifting iridescent shimmer is just so pretty. I was really happy to see that this green had the blue shifting shimmer in it versus like a yellow or a red or gold. I just prefer blue-green shimmer personally. So I love everything about this polish. It goes on very smoothly in 2 coats. It covers fully in 2 coats with the Soft Focus Snow base coat, in my opinion. And here I am using the crystalline top coat, just the regular crystalline top coat from Polished for Days. And it gives a really nice glossy finish. It's 7 free, it's quick drying, and here you can just see how beautiful the polish is. That blue-green glowing shimmer is very intense. I'm just a sucker for everything that's going on in this polish. I think it is really beautiful. It's very bright. It's just super, super fun. And if you're a fan of greens or you love neon greens, then I don't think you want to miss this one because it is really fantastic. And here I'm going to show you Limelight with crystalline diamond top coat over it. It definitely adds some sparkle. It changes it up a little bit. And I like the density of the Holo flakes. It's not too packed, so you see lots of the base through the top coat still. And here on my middle finger, I just wanted to show Limelight also on its own without snow. For anyone who's curious, not everyone's going to want to pick up the snow base coat, so I just wanted to give everybody an opportunity to see how these polishes look depending on how they plan on wearing them. So as you can see, this has really good coverage on the second coat, even without the snow base coat. I don't think there's much of a difference, to be honest. It might be a little more vibrant looking on my index finger versus my middle. You can see a bit more of my nail showing through without the soft focus base coat, but overall you still see the shimmer and the shifts, and it looks beautiful. Next up we have Neon Surge, and this one is a neon coral leaning orange with blue to purple shifting iridescent shimmer. So the minute I saw this, I was super happy because, again, another neon which has a blue purple type shifting shimmer, which I absolutely love. So again, when you're using the soft focus snow base coat, this goes on really easily. It covers really well on that first coat, honestly, but a second coat helps to intensify everything and makes it pop. This is just one of those beautiful summer colors, in my opinion. I instantly think of summer when I see a neon coral / orange. And you might have noticed all of these sort of dry down a bit satiny. They don't dry matte, but you definitely want a glossy top coat to bring out the shine, or if you wanted, you could wear these matte if that's your thing, but I am pretty much always on team glossy. So here it is in 2 coats plus top coat over soft focus snow. And as you can see, that blue to purple shifting iridescent shimmer is beautiful. It really pops with the base color, and at extreme angles this polish almost looks neon orange, and then in other lighting it looks neon pink. So it's one of those polishes that really changes depending on the lighting that you catch it in, and I just love polishes like that. And here it is with the crystalline diamond top coat. You definitely get a cute sparkly look with it. And for anyone who was curious, I've once again shown this polish on its own without the base coat. This one still pops. Honestly, there isn't too much of a difference here between the snow base coat one on my index and then the non-snow focus base coat on my middle. In different lighting, again, you can't really tell, you just can sort of see my nail underneath a little bit, it peeks through, but it has a beautiful effect regardless of how you choose to wear it. Next up is Fluorescent, and Fluorescent is a neon pink base packed with glowing orange to yellow shifting iridescent shimmer. And this one is so pink, so bright, so pretty, and I just had so much fun applying this one. I honestly love it. So again, fantastic formula. It applies beautifully over the soft focus snow base coat. It looks great in one coat, but I am going to recommend two. It definitely amps up the intensity when you apply that second coat. And I do really love the Polished for Days brush. I think the paddle brush just makes the application a breeze. And as I noted before, it dries down a bit satiny, so this is the crystalline top coat to add lots of shine and gloss. I really do like this top coat. And this one is beautiful already under my swatch lights, as you can see. But when you start moving it around, moving your hand around in different lighting, you see the intensity of that shimmer. It's really strong, it's really visible. This polish looks really neon pink at certain angles. It looks a bit orangey at others. This one is like all of my Barbie dreams coming true. I really love pinks and I love neon pinks, so this one makes me really, really happy. And now I'm going to show you with the diamond top coat. I think it's a really pretty complement. I like the size of the hollow flakes in this one. I think, again, as I mentioned, the distribution is really nice. I love that it's all in one. It dries super glossy. And next up, I'm showing you Fluorescent on its own without the snow base coat, just so you can see if you don't plan on picking up the snow base coat or you just don't want to. This one, I think it looks slightly less pink when it's applied without the base coat. I'm sure that's just because of some color theory with the white underneath it. It almost looks a bit more orangey, I think. The shimmer sort of takes over a bit more. It's still beautiful. Again, it's just a different way to wear it. And as you can see here, the shimmer definitely stands out more when you don't use the snow base coat for whatever reason, and it definitely looks more orangey than the other fingers, which have the soft focus base coat. And here we have Elektra, which is sort of the standout in the formula field for this collection. It's a pastel purple base packed with orange to yellow gold, shifting iridescent, large particle shimmer, and this is the metallic Afterglow formula that you saw in their Afterglow collection, which I also have swatches of on my channel. And this polish is beautiful. I actually love that it has a bit of a different formula. It's kind of like an unexpected aspect of the collection. I don't know. I just think it works really well, and I really love this finish. I love the Afterglow finish, and I love it in this purple base. It is beautiful. So this also dries down just a tiny bit satiny, so I'm using the Crystalline top coat to bring back the shine. This one has a fantastic formula in 2 coats. And here you can see just how shifty this polish is. Honestly, I love the shade of purple in this base, and the shimmer is gorgeous. It's gold, it's yellow, it's kind of green here as I caught it at a really extreme angle. And this is just a really beautiful polish. Honestly, it's gorgeous. So if you're not a fan of the more neon-y finishes or colors in this collection, you'll probably love Elektra, and definitely check it out because it is beautiful. And I also wanted to show Diamond over Elektra just because it's kind of a different finish than the others. The Holo flakes blend in pretty well with Elektra for whatever reason. I think it's because the shimmer has a larger particle size, and so do the flakes. And last but certainly not least, we have Shockwave, which is a neon cyan base packed with green to blue shifting iridescent shimmer. So this one I fell in love with the minute I put it on my nail. It looks like the most gorgeous clear ocean waters, and it goes on like butter. It looks beautiful in 1 coat, but I will recommend 2 just to intensify the blue. And I love the shimmer in this one. I do have a comparison just in the bottle of this polish and Hitchhiking Ghosts because it kind of reminded me of it, but sure enough, they're quite different. But it could help satisfy that lemming. Do people even use that word anymore? If you missed Hitchhiking Goats, that should be a polish. Hitchhiking Ghosts from Polish for Days. This one is like maybe a distant cousin. Anyway, this is it in 2 coats plus the Crystalline top coat. And the shimmer in this is so glowy. As you can see, you get that green at extreme angles. It's stunning. It looks like an electric neon cyan blue at other angles. This one is honestly so pretty. Yeah, I mean, all you have to do is look at it just to see how stunning this polish is. I can never get enough of colors like this, and again, fantastic formula from Polished for Days. It's super fun, and I love it. And here I'm going to show Shockwave with the diamond top coat. I think it complements this polish really well, in particular, probably because it's cooler toned and the Holo flakes are kind of cooler toned being silver. So it just kind of fades in there. It does a really good job of bringing some rainbows to the party. And for anyone curious how Shockwave applies and looks on its own, here it is. I think this one is definitely one of the polishes that looks better over the Snow Soft Focus base coat. It looks a little more green without the base coat. Like I said, the not using a base coat allows the shimmer to stand out more, but it just looks less neon-y and vibrant without soft focus. So as you can see, some of my nail shows through underneath, so it just doesn't come off as vibrant in my opinion. And here is Hitchhiking Ghosts on the left and Shockwave on the right. They have a similar shift, but Hitchhiking Ghosts is a much deeper blue. I love the entire collection, so honestly, it's kind of silly to even pick favorites, but I know some people like to hear what I think are the best polishes in the collection. So if you are wondering, then I am going to tell you right now. High Voltage is the yellow and it is just beautiful. It's so bright. It looks yellow sometimes, it looks neon green sometimes. Everything about it is perfection. So I just highly recommend that one. And I absolutely love Fluorescent. There's something about that color that is just so classic and summery and bright and a little bit obnoxious, and that's kind of what I want from a neon pink. And I love Neon Surge as well, which is like a neon coral, which is another quintessential summer color in my opinion. It has a fantastic formula and it's just beautiful. I also really like the new Diamond Crystalline top coat because it's a hollow flaky top coat, but also a quick dry top coat all in one, so you don't need to worry about another layer of top coat over your topper. So those are my thoughts on the Day Glo collection. I'd love to hear yours in the comments. Let me know if you're excited about this collection, if you're planning on picking it up. And I guess that's it. I hope you have a great day wherever you are, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye!